Hello, and thank you to the 7 people who actually decided to click on this video because, honestly, who gives a fuck? Anyways, I said a little bit ago that I would do a Q&A at 500 subscribers. Why? Because why not? I'm bored. Also, I was gonna use the green screen in the background and put something neato back there, but then I decided against it. Just because I don't feel like it. So first 2 questions are actually from quite a bit ago, but we're gonna answer them anyways. When are you going to make Wacky Brawl Stars Tier List Part 4? I already did that. Then again, this comment is from 3 months ago, so I have a question. Are you Moist Critical in disguise? No, those are very absurd allegations and I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. Top 5 favorite brawlers? Okay. You'd have to give me a minute to make a list off of that. I don't know about 5, but if I had to say off the top of my head, my all-time favorite, like my main, is Chuck. I fucking love Chuck. He wasn't added to the game that long ago, but ever since they put him in there, he's been the most fun to ever play. Like, the most unique gameplay style. The attack is, you know, the attack isn't that great, but it's all about the super and the way you place the posts and work around him. He's just really fun to play. I'll just give 5 for the hell of it, ones that I know I like playing off the top of my head. Yeah, so Chuck, Grom, Fang, El Primo, Squeak. That's 5. I should probably have a different answer than that, but I can't really think of that. Do you like chocolate milk? Who doesn't? I get like a tiny thing of chocolate milk from the store, and I will fucking down that shit within a 2 minutes time span. And let's be honest, my tummy hurty afterwards, but was it worth it? The answer is yes. Least favorite brawler? Okay, if I had to go and say like who specifically I hated the most, like who I've had the most problems with, it's Gray. Gray is a pretty like... Gray's just a wacky little dude. I think Gray on his own isn't like that bad, but it's the people who play them. At any time I go up against a Gray, they're always the most toxic motherfuckers ever. Like, oh no, you teleported right to me and shot me at point blank range. You're so skilled. But no, seriously, I fucking hate Gray. Cat lore? Yes. What is your least favorite thing about Brawl Stars, and also what is your opinion on Egg Pam? To start off with the first one, I'd say my least favorite thing about Brawl Stars is probably the star drops themselves. I mean, I've been seeing posts recently saying they're going to bring back the mega boxes, and they're most likely just going to be like for events, like cosmetic reward type shit, which, I mean, I'm fine with. As long as we get to have the mega box back in general, that's really all I'm shooting for. Yeah, no, I fucking hate star drops. And as far as my opinion on Egg Pam, I think it should be a skin, and I think Supercell is just being lazy. You know how fucking easy it is to just paint Pam over an egg? Come on, let's put in the work, people. What got you into Brawl Stars? My friend Tyler. There's no more to that story, that's literally it. How long does editing a video usually take? It depends. It takes a couple nights usually, because I can't knock it out all in one go. So a lot of the time, so let me put it into your perspective. So we get the Mario Kart session, right? We play Mario Kart that night, and then I go to bed. And whatever night I decide to start on it, the initial clipping process, depending on how long the video is, could take 2 days. Because if it's like an hour long, I'll get through like 30 minutes worth of footage, and then my ADHD brain can't cling on to the concept anymore, and then I have to go do something else. And then I end up doing that something else for like an entire week or 2, and then next thing you know, I haven't posted, so I was gone for an entire month because my friend got me hooked on Castle Crashers. It will happen again. I'm very sorry, but it will happen again. But yeah, if it's like an hour or 2 hours long, it'll usually take me about 2 nights for the initial clipping of the video, like just to get the silence out and get all the funny bits in there. And then usually going back through it the second time, I can do that all in... Sometimes I can do that all in one go, sometimes that one takes 2 nights too. It never takes more than 2 to like redo the stuff though. It just all depends on if I actually take the time to sit down and do it. which is difficult because I tell myself, oh, I just got off work, I'm home now, I'm gonna go work on my video. But then as I go to take a shit really quickly before I start my work, I open up YouTube or TikTok or Reddit to watch something really quickly. The next thing I know, I'm watching a fucking 2-hour video on how solar rays affected a Super Mario 64 speed run, and I'm fucking stuck on the couch, and then girlfriend comes home and she's like, hi, I'm back, what did you do? And I'm just like, ah, shucks, darn. So, yeah, honestly, I could get videos done a lot more faster if I just wasn't autistic as shit. But, sometimes that's just how life be. That's like a normal video, though. The Godzilla one that I did, God, that took for fucking ever. It took for Cause like usually when I'm dealing with a normal video, you know, the initial recording, I'll record like 2 hours of me and my friends playing a game, and that's it, and then I go through that later. But I had to like record each and every separate bit for the Godzilla one, along with like set up the green screen, and I don't have, you know, the money for one, and I don't have a webcam yet. I don't have a separate thing to hook into my computer. What you are seeing me through right now is the little webcam on my laptop. Look, I can even move it. Move it up and down. My little laptop. So, damn, I need to read this. So, yeah, whenever I was doing that bit, the green screen isn't, like, that wide either. So I had to angle my computer a certain way, along with the chair. So I had to like grab and stack 2 chairs from the kitchen and then put my computer on top of it. It was some really wacky, poor person looking shit, but I made it work. So along with doing that and the initial recordings, and also the fact that I had like written, is that the word? Whatever. The fact that I had wrote an entire script for that video, and I had worked on that for a solid week. So, and I just ended up cutting out a bunch of shit anyway. And when I look back, I don't even think it was that funny. I didn't put a lot of energy into that. And honestly, I just kind of wish I could have done better. But after it had been like a solid month of me saying I was going to do it and then it wasn't there, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I kind of rushed it a little bit at the end. I feel like it could have been a lot better, but it is what it is. And people seem to have enjoyed it, so I'm really glad that came out the way it did. But, yeah, the Godzilla type one, I want to do more of those in the future, but don't expect many of those, because holy fucking shit. If it weren't for the fact that it took me forever to begin with, like I was mentioning earlier with the ADHD thing, I would probably work on the Godzilla one for 3 minutes one night, and then I would go to look up the music to put behind a certain section, because usually I just put, like, Sonic music or whatever the fuck behind my video. But I went to go look that up, and the next thing you know, I'm on a fucking 1-hour video about the lore of Vector the Crocodile. Like, it's a fucking rabbit hole, man. And I can't escape it. I click that shit, and I think to myself, oh, I'm just gonna watch for 5 minutes. And then the next thing you know, I'm fucking hooked on whatever the hell they're talking about, and I'm fucked for the rest of the night. And then I wake up for work the next day, feeling like shit, even though I only got, like, maybe 2 hours of sleep because I stayed up watching shit instead of actually working on my videos. And I'm like, yes, I wonder why I feel like shit today. Maybe it's because I didn't fucking sleep at all, but I digress. How's personal life holding up? Doing good? Bad? Etc.? Gotta make sure my favorite upcoming YouTuber is holding up well. Would love to see you succeed. Oh, Tyler, I love you, you little goober. This guy right here, this is the one I was talking about. This is the fucker who got me into Brawl Stars all those years ago. And I appreciate him for that. Such a sweet little guy. And I just want to let you know, I hope you succeed as well. Because you deserve all the love and kindness in the world. You're just a pure-hearted soul. But as far as how life is holding up, I'm managing. I'm not sure how to describe it. I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy either. It's kind of like a weird limbo, and you would love to see me succeed. You know, that's actually really neat, and I want to bring that up really quickly. I've actually been seeing a lot of comments on my channel about that, about how a lot of people say, you know, they're glad to be here before I make it big, before I actually start to blow up. And, you know, I like to be positive in a lot of aspects. But I'm just like, I can't see myself doing that. I'm like, maybe I could see myself getting up to around 1,000 subscribers at some point. But the thought of having any more than that just feels like such a foreign concept to me, despite the fact that I'm working towards that and, like, want to go bigger. I want to go big. And also go home. I gotta go home by the end of the day, but I'm gonna go big, and then I'm gonna go home. Then I'm gonna come back tomorrow and try to go big again. Then inevitably go home. Clock in, clock out. But, yeah, that's all 10 of the questions that I can't speak. That I was asked. So, yeah, let's do this again at 1,000 subs. Oh yeah, also, I almost forgot to mention, at the point of me recording this, you know, this whole thing was for 500 subs, and as I'm sitting down to record this segment now, I'm actually at 593. We're 7 subs away from 600 already, which is fucking crazy. So I just want to take a minute to thank you all for your support. This has been absolutely amazing, and I'm hoping that I can push this way further. So, thank you all for coming. I'll see you in the endless void when the heat death of the universe happens. Bye!